Hello everyone, this is Jeremy Droppel from smarthomebusinessonline.com, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Aweber account. In one of my previous videos I showed how to set up a web form using Aweber. Today I'm going to show how to set up your Aweber account, just the basics of getting it going if you're using Aweber as your autoresponder service. And if you're not, I do highly recommend Aweber. And you can look on the site that you're looking at to look for a link to sign up for an Aweber account. They do offer a $1 a month trial, and then I think it's like $19.95 a month after that for the basic service. But they do offer a $1 trial period for a month, so if you're still looking for an autoresponder, go ahead and pick up that 1 month trial for $1, and then start following these training videos on how to get it all set up. So first thing you do is log in, go to aweber.com, log into your Aweber account. We're going to go ahead and click login here. And when you first log in, you're going to come to your home page, and I have mine all set up already. You'll see all my list names down here, but you're not going to see that if you're new to this. What you're going to want to do is hit create and manage list, and then you're going to want to hit create a new list, and your list name can be whatever you want it to be. If you type in a list name here, you can use your first initial, last name, or whatever. I'm going to put list name training here just for an example, and you're going to notice that it says already in use by you or another customer. So we're going to change that because you won't be able to use a list name that's already taken. So we're call this Jeremy training for my list name. Also, same thing, it's already taking. Go ahead and just come up with something here. We'll use my last name, and it says it's available, and you're going to put whatever suits you. You can use numbers and characters, but that name's available. And then you're going to put a list description in here describing what the list is about, and then below that says from name and email address. This is going to be the email address that people that join your list, it appears that it's coming from this email address. And you notice it says avoid using AOL and Yahoo. I highly recommend using a Gmail account. And then contact address, this will all be set up when you join, but if you need to edit it, you can click here. You can also follow these wizard tutorials down here. I'm going to go ahead and X that out. And then down here, if you want to get notified when somebody joins your list, which I highly recommend, you can enter your name and the email that you want to get notified at when somebody joins your list. So you would enter, your name and whatever your email address is and hit add. It's going to put a little box up here that says where you're going to get notified of new subscribers to your list. So I'm just going to put a simple email in there. Obviously you're going to want to put your personal name and your personal email address that you want to get notified at. And we'll click add. And it's not liking that because that email didn't exist. So I'm going to put one that does exist in there. So you enter where you want to get notified of new subscribers, and notice as soon as you have to use a real email address, obviously, because I tried putting, just for example purposes, I put one that didn't exist in there, but that's where you're going to get notified of new subscribers. And and then if you list a description, get all this filled out, go ahead and hit save settings, and that part of it's done. We now have the new list is created, and then we're going to go on to the next step. We're going to personalize the list. So you can put your company name if you have one, your personal website URL in there, and then if you want to put a signature in it, all of your follow-up messages, you would type that signature right into here, and then it's real easy to put the code to put that signature at the end of your follow-up messages. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's where you would put it. And then you can also connect your Aweber account to your Twitter and Facebook, so that you can do broadcasts and things like that. You're able to let people know that you've put a new broadcast out there. So that's where you do this right here. Text snippets, that's a little more advanced. We're not going to cover that right now. Go ahead and hit save settings there. And then after that part, we'll go to confirmed opt-in. This is where, if you're using double opt-in, you would change this message right here by clicking edit and editing it to suit your personal needs and your personality. You can put something like receive your request from your name to join whatever your emails autoresponder is about and things like that. You can change all of that, and then whatever page you want them to go to after they confirm their opt-in, you would put right here. And so when somebody at this setup right here, when somebody opts in from your web form, they would get an email with your message here, whatever subject line you put and everything. Once they hit the link to confirm their opt-in, they're going to be taken to this URL. If you want to do single opt-in, you would click here to go ahead and turn that off and just have them go directly to whatever page that you've set up your web form to have them go to. So we'll go ahead and get out of this part of it, click back over here on basic settings. Now you want to do your autoresponder messages, so we'll click on messages, click follow up, and if you want to create your own messages, you would do it by hitting create new message right here, and we'll go ahead and click that. Put your subject line, and then right here you would type in whatever your message is. And then for that signature deal that I talked about earlier, after you've written your message, you would come over here, click personalize, and then you can come over here and scroll down, and you'll find one that says signature. Right here, signature, and you notice it puts that in, and what that's going to do is automatically put whatever you used as your signature right there at the end of your email. So just for example purposes, that's what you can use. If you want to put automatically put their first name in, click here, personalize, first name fix is what I use, and then come down here and type the body down here. So that's all for example purposes. That's what you can do. You can also in your subject line hit personalize, first name fix, and then subject here. So that's what you'd put there, and you can do all that. You would put your title, your message, and then you can do the HTML version and the text version both. You'd have to do them both separately. So that's how you'd set up messages if you want to do it on your own. Personally, the two systems that I use, which you can learn more about on my blog, smarthomebusinessonline.com, they have, the creators of the system have set up a code where you can come down here and put the code in and load the campaign, and that way I don't have to personally write them, and then I can just edit them to suit my needs. So just for an example, I'll go to one of the lists that I use that personally I use that code for. All of these messages I did not personally write. They were pre-written by the creator of the system, and I entered the code that I showed you on the previous page, and it populated all these messages, and then I just went through and updated them with my personal links and changed them a little bit to suit my personality and everything. So hope that helps. We'll go back over here to follow-up messages. Once you've we got to go back to the list that we created on this training video here. So click here, create new follow-up message like we talked about before when you're ready to do that if you want to do it on your own. Once you have your messages created, then you can go to the videos that I did on setting up a web form and putting those capture forms onto your blog or website. You can also watch the video tutorials that show up in your Aweber account down here. And we're just going to go back here to home, and we'll notice here, it tells you the percentage that I have set up. Obviously it's pretty low right now because I don't have any messages saved that I showed you where to do it and everything. Haven't saved any messages, so that's pretty low. I didn't edit the email that gets sent if you're using double opt-in to build your list. I didn't edit that email. That was back over when you're on a page right after you created your list. Go back over to home here. My list settings. So you're on your list that you created. So we went through all this, putting all this stuff in. Once you start doing that stuff and then you edit your confirmation message like we talked about earlier, then when you go back here, as you do more of that, it's gonna show you percent done here, and you'll notice right here that none of my lists are 100% done. It starts getting in green. That's showing that you have quite a bit of it done, but all of these lists do actually work in my account. I just have chosen not to set up some of the things that Aweber offers. So hope that helps everyone. Look on smarthomebusinessonline.com to learn more about building your Aweber list and setting up web forms and everything. I've done some posts on that. So God bless. Take care.